don't need a scale for me to bag them bitches. Ballin' for the times I ate off plastic dishes. Doing what I want, ain't gotta ask permission. Reppin' for my niggas, y'all neglect y'alls. Y'all ain't answering collect calls. How y'all want and don't shop out of the best mall. You're gangin' on shit, nigga, why would we respect y'all? Move the snow into your neck is like an avalanche. And get a rollie off a little white like a dab of ranch. Suckers always talking tree but never had a branch. And for them niggas think they fucking with me, never had a chance.
What's happening, what's happening, what's happening? We're back with another episode of Mike Check. I am your host, Mikey, the old man with the slow hand, the unfortunate, fortunate one. Ladies and gentlemen, we're letting interview season commence. We're going to continue on this thing, man. And tonight, I got none other than Kansas City's own, my partner, one of the most hated, and who gives a fuck who don't like it, you hear me? Heavy Pockets Deej in the building, y'all. Give me yourself a heavy, you hear me? So, we here to talk shit, swallow, spit, and spill out game, man. You hear me? I got my dude in the building, man. We gonna talk some shit, man. He's up and coming, doing his thing in the music on the scene in Kansas City. If you have not known or you have not heard, so we've been going back and forth about it. I've been kind of cussing the nigga out about it, but he been killing you niggas on y'all features. You hear me? I say you can't keep giving them that heat like that, my nigga. You gotta say that for your album. Introduce yourself to the people, man. Let them know what's popping.
You already know what it is with me.
It's heavy, you hear me? It's Heavy Pockets Deej, y'all. I see this 2019, you been having a good run doing your thing musically, man. I could appreciate that. I could appreciate the grind you've been on with it and everything, you hear me? But you in the feature killing, B. I want, tell me, talk to me.
Oh, that's, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take everybody fans, make them become mine. That's what you do a feature, that's what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do.
So is there a preconceived, that you'll do a feature with a nigga? Is it like, that nigga ain't, or do you give a fuck? Or you just, cause you been killing niggas on their features, B.
I don't know. I gotta see them. I gotta hear it. If I fuck with it, then I do it. Or if it got like some potential or something,
right?
Then I do it.
But at this point, are you charging niggas for features? Some. See, I seen Lil Boosie Boosie said something about it one day, and he was like, "My nigga, I don't give a fuck who it is. They could be whack or whatnot. As long as they paying, I'm doing the feature."
In that sense.
In that aspect.
Yeah, but if you just want like something on the love and I ain't really feeling it, cause every feature ain't a good feature.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't. So I ain't gonna do everyone, but like in that aspect, I don't know.
But you've been killing them though, and I'm giving you your props. You swap out with me and shit, and I be hearing shit.
Yeah.
But the project, the Heavy Pockets Ass Dog project, I really like that. It got a lot of buzz. Yeah. I think I'm an old nigga. You hear me? So when I listen to music and I think how music should be marketed, I kind of think in an old way, which is get a song, get behind that song, and push that song. You constantly tell me like, nigga, this ain't that. You got to do it this way. And I'm like, nah, nigga, because, man, Town Topic, summer classic, B. I just really think you niggas would have got behind that and made it into more than what it was. But when I seen my son bumping the Heavy Pockets Dog, I said, oh, they got something. But then again, he's the son of a gangster, so I expect him to listen to gangster shit. You know what I mean? Right. But I didn't introduce it to him. He had already was up on it before I could say, boy, you listen to Deej. He's like, oh, nigga, what the fuck you talking about? I'm like, oh, damn, straight up. So you're reaching the youth with the music because whether we like to hear it or not, Kansas City is known and loved. We love funk rap.
Right.
That's just it. You know what I mean? Right. So to the date, what's your favorite project you've worked on?
Heavy Pocket Ass Dog. That was hard. I mean, I like that. I like that because it was like Dog had just hit me up and he like, yeah, bro, we about to drop a tape and it's the date. That shit was like 2 weeks, like probably like a month. He like, we gonna drop it. So I'm back and forth from out of town trying to drop it. We in the lab. We got that shit done in like 2 studio sessions.
The whole tape?
The whole tape.
That's dope. That's work.
We just going back and forth, sending, hey, you like this, bro? You like that? Just sending beats and shit, different ideas, concepts and shit. We got that shit done. Bro just hit me with that date, like, right here. We made it happen.
And that's dope. And it turned out as a good project. It was sonically, it was the shit. You know what I mean? The playlist on it went how it should go, one through the end. It wasn't all over the place. And for you to put it together that fast, that was cool. You know what I mean? Did y'all work with just one studio, or did y'all just one lab, one engineer? And
yeah, my nigga E, mid-range.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, I'm a side note, just real quick, random. What's the Delio? Man, get behind Town Topic. I need a video, B. I need a video.
It be so hard, man, getting Dog in one place, Lindell in one place. So that's.
Well, I
can get in one place. That video might just get shot. Just
right.
On some random shit.
Just on some random shit.
Yeah, but just that shit don't be working for real.
Well, I appreciate you being here in the studio with me tonight. You know what I mean? Letting the people hear your side, and we gonna talk about what you got going on as far as like the music and everything. You got some up and coming projects. You look people on the lookout for.
Kansas City Grand Reaper.
Kansas City Grand Reaper. I heard that.
That's what I'm working on right now, Kansas City Grand.
So that's what's in the works.
That's what's in the works.
Okay. You got a potential drop date?
For real? No, I don't got, because I might do something, I'll be like, damn, we good. And then I'll do something else, be like, damn, I might do this. Like, so I just keep making shit. Like, I can really put a tape together right now. If I wanted to, I can't help with something.
So with this Kansas City Grim Reaper, how many songs could we, expect on this?
Drop a dime on it.
A 10-piece?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
drop a dime on it.
That's what's up. That's a good number. Because, usually nowadays they do 7s, 5s and shit.
Yeah, that's the EPs and shit.
Yeah. But 10 is a good number, especially when you're standing behind each one of the songs as being.
11,
Do your thing then. You hear me? Do your thing then. So, the summer is, I guess we kind of midway through.
Yeah.
I know y'all did perform for what? That was the Mozzie concert or something. What concert was that?
When me and Dog came out.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that? I think that was like T Grizzly.
T Grizzly and them. Yeah. Y'all got anything else on the horizon this summer? Because we need to see y'all. We need to see y'all on stage performing this shit and being in the face of the people. Because at the end of the day, huh?
They ain't bringing us out.
They ain't bringing it. Long as we live in here, it won't be a safe city. Hey, but when you get that chance to, you can put it together yourself though. You know what I mean?
I can put it together myself. I'm richer than all these niggas.
Okay, talk to him.
I can put it together.
Talk to him. That's how you come. You come here to talk to him like that.
I got a strong backing. All my niggas the same way.
Okay, I
We
feel
can
you.
put it together.
All right, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing.
Okay. I stand corrected.
But what I'm trying to do is I ain't trying to like I could do whatever, but I want motherfuckers to really fuck with me on the talent,
Not on the.
I don't want to just be throwing money around just cause, cause you can throw money around
And still don't amount to shit.
Yeah, and if the talent ain't there, then you just wasted that. So I want to fuck with me out there, talent, straight talent.
How long have you been doing this music thing?
Man, I've been doing it for a minute. Like, long time ago I was doing it. I wasn't taking that shit serious for real, though. I was broke as fuck. I couldn't take it serious.
And how long has it been that you've been taking it serious to a point where you think, that this is something you're willing to stand by? About a year or two now?
Yeah.
Is it something that you're projecting to go forward as career-wise? Or is it something you're just playing with right now, being richer than all these other niggas?
I just want to do this shit, man. I want to do this shit for real, like all the way legitimately. Doing this shit, touring, all of the shit though.
Right.
But all off of talent though.
Yeah.
You you know, all off of talent.
Well, I'm a big supporter of the Heavy Pockets. And you know that. You know what I mean? And I tell you all the time, you're getting better and better as you stay in the studio. You killed some niggas feature, and I told you, you was in Pocket, you switched flows, you.
Are you talking about the latest one I just did?
I think it was that one.
Was Young Blue.
Yeah.
Young Blue song.
But then I like with Die Boy Straight, that Die Boy Straight song.
Yeah.
That motherfucker hard. You did your thing on that one though. You know what I mean? So I know that with practice makes perfect. And with you staying in the studio, it gets you to a point where your talent has to be nothing but recognized. You know what I mean? Your popularity is going to always, whether you like it or not, it's going to always be the leading factor in who Heavy Pockets is. Right. But you just have to follow it up with good music. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm on, for real.
So at this point, with you being richer than all these niggas, we ain't never gonna let that one down. That nigga said it. I didn't say it, y'all. Hey, so do you think it's important or even needed for you to reach out and get like a Zaytoven beat or anything like that? Because is that not the realm you really trying to touch on?
No, not for real. It's not. I don't need no Zaytoven beat.
Right.
Nothing like that. I fuck with my nigga Cortez though.
Uh-huh.
And my nigga T.O. But Cortez hard as fuck. He can make any beats you want.
Right.
So I just fuck with Tez. And plus, I'm trying to bring my nigga with me. If I get on, so yeah, I ain't gonna. And plus, I can spin that with him, but that's not gonna guarantee me
You
hella
get it back.
lessons.
Right.
Hella, you know what I'm saying?
But a lot of people think that, like, they'll go pay Lil Bootsy or the Baby $15,000 for a verse, but that doesn't get you. It could possibly get you the recognition of their fan base, but not really. You know what I mean?
Because if I pay you 10 bands for the verse and you don't promote it,
then it ain't shit, right?
I mean, I'm gonna promote it, but this the same people that's been listening to me.
But you gotta pay 10 bands for the verse, then you gotta pay whatever it is for them to do the video. Yeah. It becomes a costly expense for no reason at the end of the day.
The whole thing is if they're not promoting it on their side, because you paying for their popularity, their fan base, or whatever. If they not promoting it on their side, and it's a one-sided thing, then it's a waste.
Okay. So, with me knowing the history of your of music with you, outside of you having a Heavy Pockets ass Dog album, who is it that you have the best chemistry working with, as far as like rapper wise? Who you had the most fun in the studio with? That you think that you could?
I don't ever really be in the studio with nobody.
Right, this new age. My bad. I'm old, y'all. Y'all don't even have to do this shit together no more. You send a nigga a beat and tell him lay his shit and go from there.
That's it. Only person I've been in the lab with is Dog.
Right.
Dog and I've been in the lab with Straight and Ra, my nigga Ra, all the T-Mag, TSG niggas. They're my niggas. And Dog and shit, Lindell. That's it. I ain't really touched the studio with.
So I like Lindell.
Yeah.
I told you I like Lindell because for some, his voice is exciting.
Yeah, he animated with his shit.
You know what I mean? He makes a song exciting, and with him being animated, his voice, without a visual, you can see his animation just by hearing it. You know what I mean? So I like dude, and I tell you, he pairs well with what it is y'all doing. You know what I mean? So y'all last little video with Good Prices. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. You know, dude, it was funny. You know what I mean? At the same time, but not only was it funny from the visual side of it, the lyrical side of it was real. It was real content. You know what I mean? So I actually know this guy. You know, so when I do listen to the music, I understand, and not only do I understand, I get that he's coming from a point of view that's real. It's not sugar-coated or anything. You know how you kind of like, you'll hear rappers or you hear niggas and you kind of like question it, like, is he really that? Like, and so I can stand and attest to, like, Okay, so it's been times that I've been riding and I've listened to shit that I've been probably heard a million times, but then I'll catch something you said and be like, you know what I mean? And then I'll call you like, dude, that was crazy. I didn't, I didn't heard it 1,000 times, but I didn't really catch that. And that goes into back to me saying that you're getting better as you do. You know what I mean? And I can appreciate that. What song or what song is it that made you say, yeah, this is it, and I'm gonna stick with it and keep going?
With the rap?
Yeah.
Probably when I did that Watching Me.
The Watch Me, right?
Watching Me, yeah. When I did that Watching Me, that was lit. People was fucking with that motherfucker. That Watching Me, yeah. So,
I'm gonna tell you, to date, I think my favorite song is Hood Legend.
Hood Legend?
Yeah, it's Hood Legend. You know what I mean? And the thing with Hood Legend is this, with me, from my standpoint, I come from that era, so I know who your father was. You know what I mean? And I know that song more than likely meant something to you. But not only did it mean something to you, it stood for something because of who your father was. You know what I mean? So and I was like, that's dope. You know what I mean? And it was dope. You know what I mean? And it was certain lines in there that I conversed with my partner when he called me, like, dude said, and I might be mistaken. I might be patting myself on the back here, but not. But there's lines in there that I could say, I had a conversation with you, and you took that conversation because
you know how we do.
Right. Because you said something. I said, you smart man. You hear me? Before I die, these niggas gonna get killed first. You hear me? I said, okay. You hear me? Because we've had talks before, and I tried to, and I told you, I said, there's actually nothing that I would die for.
Right.
That's stupid.
Right.
That's a loser's mentality. You know what I mean? For you to feel like, oh, I'll die for, or I'll die for shit. Oh, but I'll do it for it. You hear me? You hear me? This just makes no sense to me. For me to come to any situation thinking like, yeah, I'll die for my chain, or I'll die for this. Man, I ain't dying for shit. You gotta be crazy. I'll die about my respect. No, I won't. Man, listen. I'm not dying for shit. You listen, I will holler at you. Oh, but you not gonna like the way I'm gonna holler at you. You know what I mean? And so I'm glad you're here. I do appreciate that you took the time out of whatever busy schedule you got, and one you got, since you the richest nigga out of all of them and all that shit. You hear me? Oh, I'm not gonna stop with that one. You said this shit, and you came into the studio to sit down with me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this now, and I say it every episode. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, and you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Interview season is going to continue on. I'm going to show you my reach. You hear me? Because this ain't just about Mike checking the hole, baby. I'm a street nigga, and my reach goes far. You hear me? I'm going to reach into the streets, and I'm going to bring the ones in here that really need to sit down and got something to say as far as like what it is they're doing on top of what it is they got coming up for you. Because I watch your Insta Snap, or what is it, Instagram stories, and I see people out of town that be playing your shit. And girls rapping it word for word. You know what I mean? So these are to you. Is that confirmation that you're on the right path doing this?
Yeah. Already fucking with my shit. Yeah. Definitely. I like that shit.
Right. So, do you think it is? How important do you think it is to have visuals with every song?
Very important.
So why the fuck you ain't got no visual for Town Topic? I'm pissed off about that Town Topic shit, bro. I can't let it go. I am pissed off about that Town Topic shit, bro.
It's hard to get these niggas together, man. It's hard to get these niggas together. That's why.
Ladies and gentlemen, never mind that. That's me and my own little, with this Town Topic thing. I got my own beef with the nigga about that song. Because I honestly felt that was 2019 summer hit for Kansas City, Missouri. You hear me? That was it, and that was what's going to happen.
A lot of people like that Town Topic, but it's just hard to get these niggas together, man. That's hard.
I guess. But is it, when you're working with other people, How hard is it for everybody to see the vision that you see, or everybody be on the same page?
I mean, only thing you gotta do is just holler at them for real. Just holler at them, motherfucker. And shit, if they get it, they get it. And if they don't, then shit. 9 times out of 10, it's either gonna go right or it ain't. That's like me coming here, you telling me it's the rules. And if I ain't with the rules, then this shit ain't gonna happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen, motherfucker, with the camera on. What, you gonna walk out? Fuck you gonna do? You fuck you gonna walk out?
I'm saying, but if I walk
my partner called tomorrow, I tell my partner, the nigga walked out. Hey, the nigga walked out. My partner say, no, he didn't, Mikey. Man, the nigga walked out. I couldn't believe it. You hear me? I told the nigga he couldn't, and he said, yeah, nah. So that's the difference.
Well, we ain't on that, though.
Nah, we ain't on that, baby. You know, you already know, outside of everything, and my appreciation of you being here, my respect level for you is,
Ain't no question.
you know what I'm saying? So is another thing. You know what I mean? But with the music, where do you see it going? Where is it that would you like to keep it on the sense of you being independent and with an underground independent grind? Or if it got to a point where you struck gold, went viral, boom, 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 like T Grizzly did? Because, you know, that was my happiest chance what happened with that first day out shit.
Yeah.
And that can happen with anybody. You know what I mean? But if that happened, would it be something that you'd be like, all right, the deal is on the table, you're going to take the deal and go that way? Or would you?
I'd take a deal, but not any deal.
Not any deal.
You can't just give me anything already. I'm having this shit already.
Right. But see, when I say deal, I don't mean as far as because you're the richest nigga out of all of them. I get that part. I'm not speaking of the money of it. I'm speaking of, because your music, listen, your music is geared toward us. It's not geared toward, so to speak, a Drake fan, a radio fan. Do you want to stay grounded with us?
That's just, I can do anything.
You can do anything.
Yeah, I can do anything.
What is it that you want to do, though?
I want to do this shit. I want to keep it all the way gangsta,
All the way straight.
all the way funky.
Right.
You feel me? I want to keep it all the way funky. But you could be big all the way funky.
Mm.
Yeah, it's money there.
It's money there. Because it's a ground level to everything. It's a different level of everything.
Yeah.
But there's money on each level.
Yeah.
Like I stated the last time when I had dude in here, I said, you know, it's not like you can't go overseas and make millions of dollars. With Rich the Factory. And like I said, it's not like you can't go overseas and make millions of dollars. You don't have to be part of the NBA. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you don't have to be on a major to make a bunch of money. You know what I mean? You'll just have to cater to your audience. Listen, brother. Listen, I've had enough shit about that. Listen,
All right, Mikey, all right.
I'm just saying, I got cussed out from the penitentiary all the way back here. Like, really, nigga? You
How you talk to Twin?
I don't know who. Listen, she's got it out for me. This bitch, a motherfucker pulled up on me. Listen, a motherfucker pulled up on me in the club last night and she said, stay away from you. She's fucking you up. I said, oh, this bitch really sending threats out there. Called my little brother, threatened my little brother. Called me, threatened me. So I don't know how to feel about this fat fucker right now. You hear me? To where when I pull up on him, I keep my doors unlocked so I can go jump in my car if she's tripping. You hear me? Just back up topic at hand, man. Listen, you can't do this to my show, B. Listen, you can't do this to my show, B. Listen, because that fat fucker, hey, I don't know what's up with her. She got that fat ass on her, though. You hear me? Hey, but no, man, my partner called. He said, hey, man, I really can't believe you had dude on there before you had heavy. You hear me? And I'm like, dude, this is just how it worked. You know what I mean? It's how it worked. And so at the time of when I was...
We ain't tripping on that shit.
I know it ain't. Nah. But I know... But at the time I had dude booked, you know, and I was like conversing with dude back and forth trying to make sure he's coming. a motherfucker was like, make sure you got a backup plan. And I told him, I said, I really don't want to put my people in a situation where they feel like they second.
Yeah.
I didn't want to call you and be like, man, if dude don't show, I need you. You know, I want you to understand that whatever date I have for you is allotted just for you.
Right.
I don't want you to feel as though I'm putting you on a backup plan because I do share a relationship with you outside of this. You know what I mean? So it bothered me to call you and be like, but I did call you eventually and say, hey, my nigga, But that's when we went on and booked this date for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. It's just me and the lines of, you know what I mean? And I don't like crossing them or making a motherfucker feel a certain type of way because no matter how good this thing does or no matter where this thing goes, I'll never be Hollywood with it. You know what I mean? I'm a gutter nigga. I'll be...
Like Heavy.
Right. No, Heavy's like me. You're a young nigga. You didn't talk to me like that on my show. You hear me? Don't come here and talk to me like that on my show, man. What kind of shit is that? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, man, we are here. This is MikeCheK. I am your host, Mikey, the old man with the slow hand, the unfortunate, fortunate one. Interview season will continue on throughout the summer months. You hear me? Right now, we are in the interview. We are in the studio with my dude, Heavy Pockets Deej, y'all. Heavy, you hear me? He got something coming up for you, man. It's what you tell him again? What's it gonna be called? Kansas City Grim Reaper, man. He's been killing all features, you know what I mean? You can catch him on anybody's new YouTube videos, new songs, all the local artists, you know what I mean? Hey, the one thing about it though is this, that I can appreciate is that you are staying in touch with local artists. And everybody, it's a band of y'all, you know what I mean, that circulate music throughout each other, with each other, you know what I mean? Nobody's too big. It ain't no big eyes and little U's, you know what I mean? Right. A motherfucker reach out and you'll accept that reach out and do, you know, the verse. And that's dope because if we don't stand together, then nobody outside of us will stand with us. You know what I mean? So I can appreciate that. I see that a lot with what you've been doing as far as feature-wise. But I'm going to be on your head from here on out. I need you to focus on your album, your EP, or whatever the fuck they call this shit nowadays. I don't know what you niggas call this shit. You gonna do an album? Yeah. So with this album you're doing, are you featuring anybody outside of just Dog?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
You don't know. You just going with the flow.
Just going with the flow. Because I told you, like, it take too much. Like, you might reach out, hey, boy, get this done for me, and take too long, and I don't got time for this shit.
Right.
So I just do my shit.
On your side of it, how does the creative process work? Do you get the beat first and then think of a hook and song and content of the song?
I get the beat first. Yeah. I ain't just writing with like acapella. Like if I just write something acapella, then I just do it acapella. I like fucking with that beat.
Mm-hmm. So Deej Flow. How long did it take you to put that together?
I was just, for real, I just started, like, sometimes I get writer's block. So when I get writer's block, man, it's a wrap. So I probably started on that motherfucker, boom, 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 sketching some shit, write some shit down, then I might shoot out. Then I come back to it, and then it probably, I don't know, I was just coming back and forth with it. And then when I laid it down, I didn't even know it was going to be like
Pull your mic up.
Like,
pull it up towards you. Yeah. Put that thing in your face.
Yeah.
This is why this is not okay, because we gonna get on friend time. I'll start talking dumb shit. You hear me? I'm gonna get unprofessional real quick. You hear me? No, I'm just saying though. Hey, but Deej Flow. Where'd they come from?
I really
yeah.
I was playing in the studio. Like, you know, so what happened was I was in the studio, I was recording this shit. So when I was recording it, my nigga, I was listening to the shit. So when I was listening to the shit, B right there.
That's my partner.
That's my nigga.
That's my partner right. No, that's my partner.
Free Young B. Man.
Free MB, man. You hear me?
But I was listening to what I did, but every time it's always be like funny shit or just shit. So he just keep the shit recorded the whole time. He just always keep it recorded. So when I was listening to it, I was just listening to it in the booth, and I was like, ugh, and that shit. And he was like, man, like listen to this, and then I listened to it and went.
So he added it to it before you.
Nah, I just said it, but he just kept it.
Right.
And then I listened to it, and I was like, damn, it's cool.
Right.
And I kept it in there. So, yeah, I could say that.
Yeah. Because, and I told you, you need to go back, do some ad-libs on some shit before.
Right.
But because those be the things that stand out.
Yeah.
And that right there stood out. He thought it was Feli, but it's Fendi. Ugh, you hear me? I said, look at that. I said, my dude's showing out. You hear me? My dude's showing out. He on some bullshit. You know what I mean? And then when I watch your Insta stories and shit, a lot of times it be those times during the song that somebody's like really like, ugh, they like feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And they fucking with that. And I like the fact that they fucking with it on the pretense of it's real content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You talking that real shit.
Everything was real.
Yeah, everything's real. You know what I mean? And
Or
relatable to somebody, right? And the people are they're adhering to it, and that's good. You know what I mean? Because when you send me shit and I listen to it, and I'm like, oh, okay, boom, that's cool. And then I send you back to, I like that. Other times I send you back to, I don't like that.
You don't like that?
Right. But when it sends you back, I like that. And then I see people's response to it, I'll be like, I knew it. You know what I mean? I told him. You know what I mean? So that'd be cool with me, you know, because you have something going. You just have to keep the momentum of it, and you have to make the momentum shift and go faster with your participation in it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I hope you stay on top of what it is you're doing.
I'm gonna do that.
Musically. You know what I mean? Don't get sidetracked. Because if you want to make this into something other than just playtime, then you really have to be involved.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with it. Because I'm fucking spending my money on the studio time and shit, videos and shit. So, I'm gonna fuck with it.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I can't stress enough to you. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Right now, we are in the studio. This is KCMC Studios. I do appreciate them for shooting with me and allowing me to have my show here. We are in the studio with Heavy Pockets Ass. Nah, not Heavy Pockets Ass Dog. That's the whole take, B. We're in the studio with Heavy Pockets Deej, B. It's heavy, y'all. You hear me? And he's here to spit a little bit. Tell him what he got going on the horizon. As far as manager credits and shit, I do expect my motherfucking cut. You hear me?
Nigga show up though.
I do expect my.
Mikey show up.
Yeah, I do, B. I do. That's why I appreciate you showing up. You know what I mean? Because the respect is mutual. You know what I mean? And you showing up on my recognizances lets me know that the respect is mutual. Not only that, I don't know, maybe, but in my mind, when you send me things such as music, new music and shit, I say, I'm not probably the only motherfucker you send it to.
No, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't do that. Yeah, my shit'll be leaked out.
Right. So when I listen to it, I'm like, okay, and then I'll give you my, my real response to it. Uncut. Sometimes I have to listen to it 2 or 3 times. But it was one time I told you, I don't really care for that. You said, listen to it in the car, nigga.
Right.
And then I listened to it in the car, and I was like, okay, I get it. It's a different vibe when it's...
Because it be different on that phone. Like,
right.
The phone cool, but, like, when you hear it, sometimes like how a shitty song, you'll listen to it, but when you hear it in the club, you're like, damn.
Right.
Yeah.
When you see people's reaction to it, it kind of makes your reaction to it different. And that's why I always said about your ad-libs, because your ad-libs will stand out outside of just lyrical content. Yeah. And then the ad-libs, when they in the pocket with the beat, it'll make it feel like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers be like, ugh, you feel me? Yeah. So anytime I see something coming from you, though, I always look at it in the light of knowing that it's not just filler.
Right.
You know what I mean? And knowing that it's like it's testament. You feel me? And so I be looking at it and I be laughing like, dude, stupid. You hear me, dude? It's stupid as fuck. Like when you said, I'm buying number 9, these niggas is Old Spice. This dude is stupid. Hey, this dude is stupid as fuck, me. But hey, that's the whole thing of me having a direct relationship with you. But even outside my direct relationship with you, I think it transfers over into your fan base, because if they didn't believe in you, or they think you was just like faking it till you make it,
Right.
it wouldn't, because this Kansas City, it's not really easy to get people to be on board of what it is you're doing. You know what I mean? You get so many motherfuckers that'll be, man, And with people reaching out to you to do features, I think that's confirmation that you are on the right track.
Yeah, I'm on to something.
You're on to something, right?
Something.
So, and I'm on it with you, B. I feel as though you got the green light. Not only do you got the green light, you got the right circle around you musically.
Yeah.
As far as like engineers, producers, and everything, because you don't really bring too many whack beats or nothing like that to the table. I ain't gonna say too many. I haven't heard any whack beats I like. You know what I mean? But when it comes to beats that are samples and shit, is that hard, or is it you just said you stay away from them at this point, right?
Yeah, and period. It's just too much. Like when it's really, really time, it's gonna be hard fucking with that shit. Or when you get major or whatever, it's gonna be hard fucking with that shit. So I don't get samples. I don't get sample beats at all, cause you gotta have that shit clear. No matter what, you gotta have it clear. So I stay away from sample beats.
But you know what they do though? They sample it, say fuck it. If it goes big, then we'll just handle it there. About clearing it and paying for it.
But
Because I want you to do a beat with this it's a 2 Chainz rhyme. He said, I'm on a killer rapper spree, and nigga, you next. I want that looped in the beat somewhere.
See, we like, I don't know if that's gonna affect something or what. Because sometimes you do that shit, you go viral or you get big, and they fuck with it.
Yeah, they fuck with it. But at the same time, you got to remember the momentum that you create from going viral, going forward.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. You can have everything that comes off of that. I got something else for your ass. Right. You know what I mean? So if you're not looking to be a one-hit wonder, then it doesn't matter.
Nah, I ain't looking to be a one-hit wonder. Like niggas hoes.
I don't see you. Hey man, you can't do that on here, man. You can't start no player talk, man. You can't do me like that, baby, because I talks with the best of them. You hear me? I done did it with the rest of them. You hear me? All that bullshit. We Eskimo brothers.
We might be.
We might be.
I'm sure.
I know me and that fat girl is. We Eskimo brothers. Motherfuckers. Hey, I can't listen, man. Listen, hey. We've had a lot of fun. You already know I'm only here for 45 minutes. You know what I mean? We are coming up on the last leg of this show. This is Mike Check for Kansas City and Kansas City only, man. Kansas City stand up. Please follow your boy on YouTube. I got a YouTube channel. You hear me? That's Mike Check. You spell check CheKC for Kansas City, man. You hear me? So follow the page, subscribe, like, and share these videos for the people that do miss it on Facebook Live. You can catch up on it with it at YouTube. I got a YouTube channel for you. You hear me? But anyway, I am your host, Mikey, the old man with the slow hand, the unfortunate, fortunate one. I promised you something a couple shows ago, and I'm going to continue to give it to you. Today's game of the day is just this. Listen, mind yours or those will remind you. You hear me? Your business ain't nobody else's business but your own. When you stick your nose in somewhere that ain't got no business being, don't be mad when it come back bloody, bitch. You know what I mean? Just being all the way real with you. You hear me? There are niggas in the streets that are really in the streets. There are niggas in the streets that's not really in the streets. Bitches, please do not be fooled by the fake gangsters. Ladies, please do not be fooled by the real gangsters, because the real gangsters slap the spit out your mouth. You hear me? I want everybody to be careful, buckle up your seatbelts, and drive safety through life, man, because we've had a lot of tragic incidents that's been going on within the last 48 hours around here through Kansas City, and I want to say one thing and one thing only about all that. Listen,
suck everybody, suck this dick.
Yeah, I didn't say that. That wasn't it. That wasn't what I said. But
I really wanted to say that.
What I want you to know is this. Listen. People's involvement is more than what you think it is when something happens to them. You hear me? I understand that he went to the Church of Tabernacle in Christ on 35th and Prospect and all that shit, but a nigga's involvement in the streets will have something happen to him that you as a family member, a loved one, or a friend deem is not worth it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said, understand and know the signs of a real street nigga and a sidewalk nigga that's playing like he's in the streets, because things happen to people. And if you're a sidewalk nigga, please play on the sidewalk and stay away from the guys that don't give a fuck, because there's guys out here that don't give a fuck. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Mike Check. You hear me? We've had a great time with my mans, Heavy Pockets Deej. You hear me? Tell him one time, Heavy. So, hey, I told you I was over a bitch house one time, and the little baby said, meter. I said, this motherfucker. I said, you right around listen to him. He was like, Heavy. I said, oh, damn. This little nigga wasn't about 2 years old. I said, that's gangster. But that's when I knew you was on something together. You hear me? Yeah, fuck twin. You hear me? Hey. Oh, man, I hope this bitch. Listen, I gotta watch what I say. But anyway, listen, it's been another episode of Mike Check, man. Y'all have a good night, good evening. I appreciate y'all. You hear me? That's it.